Alright, this is my attempt at just beating the game and showing how to play through it. I'll try to voice as many tips as I can and alternates for whatever I'm doing. I'm just going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. I plan to do this in a series and try and break it down into manageable pieces. So the very first thing I like to do is get all the golden seeds and flasks that I can early. I'm not going to focus on too many, if any at all, quest lines. I'm going to make this a higher level pyromancer. That's why I chose the starting class. And eventually I'll have somebody dupe items for me, so that way I don't need to focus on quest lines. That guy's a bum. You looking at me, fool? So you want to grab that flower there, these runes here, and you're going to want to use them. This is especially important if you're going to have somebody dupe. Because with that right away, we can buy the crafting kit. And with that, we can craft the fur calling finger. Not resting. Alright, so first things first. We're gonna get some, I think it's either ghost or grave glovewort. It's whatever for the normal summons. Early on, the summon that I plan to get is gonna be the 2 skeletons, and they're the best for helping you get through the game, period. And especially if you plan to stay low level. So I'm not going to do a whole lot in here. Run, grab that. I want to say there's another one down here somewhere. No. No, I was wrong. That's alright. Okay, maybe I'll die. Who knows? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you don't get any others in here. Next will be a pot, a cracked pot. So that's the church I was at with Kale. You don't got to focus on runes or anything at this point. We're going to get plenty. There's no need to fight that boss. He doesn't even drop anything good. I don't need the runes. There is an item over in these woods that's, I wouldn't say important to get, but it's useful early on for a couple things. I just gotta find it. It's in a cart. Here it is, right over here. Following me an awful long ways. This step's important for getting our horse. So we'll put that in our hotbar. And okay. I'm messing up here. So the next important part, totally disregard everything in this place just for now. We'll hit this site of grace. Just touch it, don't sit. And from here we warp back to Church of Ella, where we'll get to meet Ronnie for the first time. Only reason this is important is so we can get the spirit calling bell without having to buy it. And we get the wolves for free, but whatever. Wolves are pretty useless. We'll equip them just so we have something, but they're not necessary. And we'll change the time of day to morning. And then warp back to Gatefront Ruins, or Gatefront, whichever. Alrighty, from here, get on our goofy ass horse. We'll get the map for this area, and then right over the top of this, so we can get our first whetstone. And the reason this one is important is so we can put Ashes of War on our weapons or shields. So with this, we're just going to keep going like south, basically. I'm not worried about upgrading weapons or anything at this point. All we're doing is getting all the important stuff down south. As a matter of fact, it's priority to get these things when starting a new game, period. Especially for you unexperienced folks. Never recorded a series before because I got a shit voice for talking, but it'd be unfair to the world if I didn't, because I've got a ton of knowledge when it comes to this game and know-how. So again, we're just gonna keep going south. If you stay to the left here, you'll never get hit by the arrows that get shot. Stone sword key coming up. There we go. At this site of grace, we can talk to this NPC over here. If you want to stay low level, do not talk to this woman and do not talk to the man that she wants you to deliver weapons to, or a letter to. I'm not planning to stay low level, so it makes sense that I would just do it. Now, I prefer the flail over this Morning Star, but for the purposes of the playthrough, I'm getting the Morning Star just to show you that, and I'm also not going to level up Dex high enough to use the flail on this character. Choose either one or the other. It's super important. And, I mean, with those two things, you can basically beat every boss in the game. We'll come back to this merchant later. We want to buy the crackpot, and that's pretty much it. That'll be important later. So, remember the kukris we picked up? Those are going to come in handy now. And everybody should get this, especially if you have problems fighting the tree sentinel boss types. Sorry, my controller's broke, so I keep looking in directions I shouldn't be. So you can basically hit this guy once, he gives you poison mist. Now that will get you through cheesing a good portion of the bosses in this game. Our next item is this map fragment for this area. Oop. Not quick enough, I guess. There we go. And then we're going to grab another golden seed. my controller is not cooperating today. And just for shits and giggles, so we don't gotta travel back down this way, we'll go get this next bonfire. Now these guys, you can generally get away with doing 2 charged attacks. And then once you riposte them, you should die. There we go. Awesome. So now we can just fast travel back to here. Remember our little merchant friend, just for reference. Oops. So here we're going to get a, what is it, a flask, or it's not a golden seed, it's a tear. And an incantation that's useful. I don't really care about the incantation on this character. It is good for taking out early game bosses though. So we're just riding along this coast here till we get to the next bonfire. This bonfire's kind of helpful, especially if you do PvP and you're doing invasions. It's always nice to have these points nearby in case you die so you can grab your runes. From that bonfire we're going to go south, see a couple houses on the right, and then a church. All these arteria leaves. So just be quick about it. Grab your sacred tear. Grab that incantation I talked about. And continue on our way here. There's a shield in that house right there, but it's not important to me, so I'm not getting it. You're going to look for this ledge, and then you're going to drop down and kind of continue on. It's not necessary, but I'm going to take you to this next bonfire. Just in case, because you never know. Now, ideally, we want to backtrack from here and go across the bridge, but there's a cool little item that I plan to get. This shield is actually worth it for a number of builds. It does shield bash. And it causes blood loss. So, just right over here. Where are we at? Alright, there's the big dog. We gotta jump over this wall. So, Shield of the Guilty. It comes with Shield Bash, but you can put Shield Crash on it, which makes it a million times better. If you put Cold Infusion on it, you get both the blood and the cold, or the frost buildup. It's pretty good. It has the ability to pop shields when people are blocking, if they don't suspect it. It's just nice to have. So, from there, we'll get back on our little horse. Maybe won't go out that way. And we're just going to boogie. I'm going to bypass this boss. All it does is give you the demi-human staff. It's not really important to what we're doing. But I am going to go grab this Faith, not Crystal Tier. That's important to me, and it's kind of important to everybody, really, if you plan to do the different quest lines. What it does is it gives you plus 10 to the Faith stat for 3 minutes. So it's kind of huge in that regard. We're just going to carry on, hit this church. Grab our next tier and continue bogeying south. So ahead of us is the Erd Tree. For reference, we're not going to fight that guy yet. I probably won't during this playthrough. It all depends on if it has something I need for the build. But past that, there's nothing else up there. But we do want to go in this catacombs here and grab some upgrade materials for our spirit summons. Through there is a pot recipe. That's not important to me, so I'm not going to grab it, but you do you. And we're going to grab grave 1, a grave 2. There should be another one somewhere. There we go. There's that. There's that. I'm dropping frames here, people. Oh! Please don't die. I'll look like a fool on my own little thing here. There we go. I don't think I can drop down. No, I cannot. So we'll head back towards the church until we can get down here on the left. And our goal is to get to that church there. Early game, pretty good faith weapon down in this set of ruins. You got to fight 2 for perfumers and contend with some rats. It's not important for me, so I'm not doing it. You got a Zamor guy you can fight here and get the, I don't remember what you get from him. America's Scar Seal or something, I think, maybe. So I didn't get the face right, but the aesthetic's kind of there. If you remember Jester Thomas from Dark Souls 2 in one of the DLCs, that's who he's going to be. And I plan to use the eccentric set once I get it dropped to me. I can probably get it on my own in this playthrough. We'll see though. So next important thing, go through here, talk to Selin. Nope. I'm probably gonna die. So whenever I find myself in situations such as these, I just quit out the game and reset all the enemy aggro. I might have to reset my controller, I'm not sure. I'm playing with a broken controller here, folks. I'll be getting one soon. So, as you can see, nothing's aggro. Ambush Guard is a nice spell to have for people who are just turtling and standing in one place. Yeah, after that, we're gonna head over to this little shack, talk to this merchant, and buy a lantern, I believe. If we got enough runes for it. Have I not picked up any runes, really? Purchase. Yeah, that's typically what I would buy here is the lantern, but seeing as how I don't have enough, I'll just get it later. Light this bonfire, good to have for invasion purposes. If I was doing a full playthrough trying to get everything, I would go up to that tower. It'll warp you to Lindell Royal Capital, and you can get a talisman that regenerates your health like 2 every second or something. Not important to me, so I'm not going to get it. And with that, I'm going to end. We've completed all the important items in the south. We'll go ahead and go to, let's see, Church of Ella, and that's where we'll pick up on the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you tune in again later.